Wow.
Cool.
Neat. Pop.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tones in the Den. Today, I'll be going over what I love about my American Pro 2, but hate about Stratocasters. So again, here we have the American Pro 2, and let's just get right into what I love about this guitar. So, from the intro, you could see the case. I love the case that comes with this guitar. It's probably one of my favorite hardshell cases. It's sturdy, it's rugged. I mean, it might be a little bulky, but I love it. I just find it stores easily, and the little compartment in there, it's just absolutely perfect. And another thing you probably saw in the introduction is the trem arm, how it just pops right in and out. That's so convenient. And compared to like the Player series I've tried, and I also have an American Performer Strat, I find like the shape of the trem arm is just much better on this. I don't know, it's just more comfortable, it's easier to reach for. I love the trem arm on this guitar. The next thing I love, and it's probably what pulled me to this guitar in the first place, is the rolled fingerboard edges. So I believe that the Player 2 series even come with that feature now, and I'd be very curious to get my hands on one of those just to compare them. And again, I am a huge rosewood fingerboard fan, so that's just another thing I love about this guitar. I believe it's a deep C neck. Again, I love it. In comparison to the other Strats I've tried, I just find it is the most natural. It's so hard to explain, and you might not notice a big difference between the neck and the rolled fingerboard edges until you play one for a bit and go back to a Strat that doesn't have those features. Now, another thing that I love about this guitar are the V-Mod 2 pickups. So, I'm someone who uses a lot of pedals. That little introduction there. I have my tube screamer on. I typically always have some form of tube screamer on, and the versatility of the pickups themselves, I find each position has its use. So really quickly, I'm just gonna go through them kind of rapid fire. We're on the bridge right now. And you have a push-push tone knob right here. And that activates the neck pickup whenever you're playing like the bridge or middle position, but there's already a middle neck position with our switch, so it's not that necessary. But just to compare, so this is the bridge. Now we'll push, it pops right out. It might be a little hard to tell, but it almost gives you a little bit of that Telecaster twang. I've heard people compare it to a Telecaster before. I don't really think it's that close, but I can see where they're coming from, and it absolutely serves a purpose. As for me, bridge pickup, turning off the tube screamer, it's fuzz all day. It just sounds awesome with fuzz face type pedals. Now, bridge middle, I kind of like, it's just like that Dire Straits kind of sound. It's not something I play often, but when you want to go for it, it just sounds amazing. So I have 2 tube screamers right now. The first one was tone cranked right up with some gain. Here we just have it as a little bit of a boost with the level maybe about 2 o'clock. Whoops. And with that same pedal, I'll go to the middle, where I typically like to do just more kind of the rhythm stuff. If I'm doing a loop with some rhythm, that's typically what I'll go for, is that middle position. Now, the middle neck position, it just has that charm to it. So, going back to higher tube screamer. Let's stack a tube screamer, why not? Now to the neck, kind of the same thing. I love doing the tube screamer thing on the neck pickup with these. And now, my favorite thing with the neck, rolling the volume back. I'm at about 4. Turn off my tube screamers here and go back to the fuzz. I just love how good it sounds with that clean fuzz face tone. If you've been watching my shorts, this is one I've been working on. And that same setup with the fuzz, awesome on the middle neck as well. It just sounds awesome. I love these V-Mod pickups. So now let's get on to what I hate about the Stratocaster. E. A. So first thing that I hate about the Stratocaster. 6 screws on the back plate just to start doing your trem adjustments. And like, it's not a big deal, but it's a hassle. It should be easier to remove the back plate by now. And speaking of trem adjustments, you get in there. Okay, tighten the springs a quarter turn at a time. Quarter turn at a time. Oh, it's just a hassle. And if you don't remember what strings you put on and you put on a different gauge, oh, it's just a headache. The whole setup process, it's just a hassle. E. A. D. The next thing that I hate about the Stratocaster, especially new ones, I should say this only applies to new, it is impossible to get all of the plastic off of the pickguard. Sure, you can remove the pickguard screws and take them off from there, but the pickup screws, aside from removing the whole cover and having it all apart, it's virtually impossible to remove the plastic. As you can see, it's still on mine. That is just a pain. E, A, D, G, B. Another thing that I hate about the Stratocaster, mainly single coil setups, is I have to sit close to my amp often. And you probably heard it back when I was playing, but I'll turn on a couple pedals here. Guess I need my amp on. I hate that feedback. I can move away a little bit whenever I'm not recording, but often when I'm playing, I'm pretty close to it, and it's not until I get that feedback that I realize, oh, I have to move. I know there's solutions, and I know that's the nature of the single coil pickups, but I still hate it. E, A, D, G, B, E. Oh, please be done. And lastly, the final thing I hate about Stratocasters is tuning them. Why is it such a headache? Again, I know it's the nature of these style guitars with the trem systems and all of that, but E, A, E, A, D, E, A, D, G. You know where I'm going with this. E, A, D, G, B, E, A, D, G, B, E. And then once more after that final E is tuned. It's like, it's not a long process. I know that. But when you go from tuning something, whether hardtail or a Gibson, that's not an issue. And it's such a little inconvenience. But again, especially when you're doing a full setup, new strings, stretching strings, it can be a pain, and I hate it. And as for tuning, I'm sorry, I know that there's probably some solutions out there. I've read up some online. I plan on trying, but I'm recording and I try to use the trem more, do a couple takes. And I'm not Eddie Van Halen. I'm not doing dive bombs. And then next thing I know, wow, I have to tune again. E, A, E, A, D, so on. You get it. It's a hassle. But all of that said, yes, those are the things I hate about the Stratocaster, but it's the nature of the guitar, and I love Stratocasters. They're one of my favorite guitars. I'm a Stratocaster guy and a Les Paul guy. I can't really pick a favorite between the two because they both do different things, and they do those things so well. So again, what I love highly outweighs what I hate about the Stratocaster, but there is still some annoyances there. So that's it for me here at Tones in the Den. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. I'll be posting gear-related content, hopefully weekly, doing my few shorts a week. Some weeks I can do it every day. I post a little bit of everything. So thank you for checking me out, and just gotta go tune it again. Take care. Peace.